Many people are so busy with their careers these days that finding love often gets put on the back burner. For those that are frustrated with online dating services, there's a new approach to professional matchmaking. Sheree Morgan makes her living by setting up hopeful Vancouver singles. Morgan says that using a matchmaker is a more personal approach, and her success rate beats that of any other dating service. Welcome to the show, Sheree. This is an interesting topic.
It is. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's great. I mean, as I found out, there's more singles than ever before, and for many people that are doing, focusing on their career, they seem like the only approach is either go to a bar or to go online on an online dating site. But many people are wary of that. Different. Take me. I'm single. I just recently divorced or whatever. How do I? Like, what do I do? I come to you and say, I want a woman. Like, what do I do?
That's right. Well, we have a pre-screening first. So we go for coffee, and I literally sit down and get to know you and find out the type of person you are. And part of what we're doing is I'm pre-screening you as well as you're pre-screening me. You want to find out how I'm going to search for you. And I want to find out, first off, if you're ready. If you're actually at a place where you really do.
So will you actually turn down clients that are going to give you money? Say, no, I'm not taking your money. You're not ready to date.
Actually, I did. I did yesterday.
Wow.
I need to make sure that there's somebody that I can feel good about, that I can actually find them a partner. I'm not a dating service as such, so I don't take everybody. I take the people on that I know that I can find them somebody. So it has to be a good synergy for both of us. You have to feel comfortable with me and feel like I understand what you're searching for, and I have to feel like I know what you're searching for. I feel that you're ready, and that I can stand behind you and I can represent you.
You have women that come to you as well as, you have a database that you begin to build.
Yes.
And then you go, I remember met Julie, and she might be really good for Randall. Is that the kind of how it works?
To a degree. I don't limit you to a match that's somebody in my database. I search specifically for each client. So that's also different than anybody else.
Like, how do you walk on the street?
Absolutely.
Get out.
Absolutely.
You're going to walk on the street and go, excuse me, I'm a matchmaker. You look really great. And I'd like to hook. You would actually do that?
Yes. Yes.
Well, what happens when you walk up to them on the street and you say, I'm a matchmaker, I'd like to hook you up with someone? Are they freaked out or they go, oh, that's interesting?
No, most of them usually take it as a compliment.
Huh.
I haven't had anybody that's been put off by it. I've had some people who are initially, I started out before by asking them they were single, and then I realized that maybe they thought I was just approaching them for me, and that I was just being really forward. So now I put it out first that yes, I'm a matchmaker. Are you single first off? And most people take it as a compliment. What I'm approaching at that point is because I don't know anything about them. At that point, I only know what they physically look like. And
but you also get a feel for how they walk, how they present themselves. There's a bit more than just physical when you're probably pulling from.
Right, because each one of my clients, after we decide, after the pre-screening, we both decide if we're going to go forward, if this is a match for both of us. Then I do a full consult, a private consult, and that's held in my meeting office. Because there's a lot of personal questions. It's your lifestyle, it's your life goals, it's your characteristics that you bring to the table, as well as the characteristics that they bring to the table and what you want in a partner and where you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years down the road, the type of lifestyle.
Did you know that according to Stats Canada, married people are the minority for the first time in Canada? And it's no wonder singles are now looking for ways beyond the bar to meet that special someone. This is a topic that Vancouver matchmaker Sheree Morgan knows all too well, and she joins me again in studio. Sheree, we were talking before about the fact that you are a person who tries to match people out, not using a computer, using your personal skills. What are a couple things that people often think are not hurdles, but you're very aware of how to tease out values and these kind of things when you meet with people?
Nationality, religion, lifestyles, physical activity,
choices.
Hold on.
Let me go back. That's really interesting. Nationality and religion. Let's start with those two. Most people think, those are not barriers, but you're saying, no, those reveal our values. Explain how you work through those.
Right. I've had some people that come to me that specifically request a certain nationality, and it's not necessarily their nationality either. Or somebody that comes to me that, say, is Christian, and they want to be matched with somebody else that is also Christian. So if I tried to match them with somebody that's an atheist, it's not going to be a match. Their basic belief is not going to match.
Yeah, and I guess you're right, though, because that's the foundational essence of how a person views the world, coming out of their own spiritual. They want to find someone they could journey with the rest of their life that has similar spiritual values as them.
Absolutely.
And so, so do you have other religions that would come to you and say, listen, I'm Muslim, I'm Sikh, and I'd like to find someone with that kind of background as well? Is that how it works?
Yes.
So that's going to be something you're going to tease out of the...
Yeah, but of course it narrows down my search criteria.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it very specific when you limit it to a nationality, to a specific religion, but it's essential on some of those. Some people really don't care, you know, and so I've got a whole spectrum, but they're usually very specific in other areas. Everybody's search is completely personal, but it's also completely private.
Give me a success story you've had. You can change the names or whatever, but give me a story of you matching someone up and it really working.
Okay, I'll give you my very first one, and I've talked about it once before. And I think the reason I talk about it a lot is because if I sat down and looked just on paper initially, I might not have thought they were a match. But my intuition was because I also take them out and I get them to, as part of the consult, I do a walkabout. And so I get them to point out to me physically who they're attracted to as well. Because we all know physical attraction is part of it.
Yeah.
You got to have that chemistry. You have to have that connection. Otherwise, the most I can do is give them a great friend, right? I knew physically they would probably be attracted to each other. I knew they would probably be a match in lifestyle choices as well. Other than there were a few areas that I thought, maybe not so much. But I wasn't 100% sure. I was searching for, she was my first gold member, which the gold member means I search specifically for them everywhere, not limited to my data pool.
Give me the how it ends, because I'm only got a minute left.
I matched her with somebody that wasn't on paper exactly the right match. Intuition-wise, I thought they're still together, madly in love with each other.
See, this is what really shocks me, and this is what's very unique about what you're doing.
That was the first match for both of them.
And it worked for them.
100%.
So what you're doing is you're saying, I'm drawing from something different than just the computer data. I'm using my intuition and my understanding of human beings, which is the old school, the Tevye story from Fiddler on the Roof, matchmaker. Matchmaker, make me a match. Sheree, thanks for coming on the show. I really wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I love what I do.
That's very cool. I'm sure people will check out your website. We'll have it up there, and they can contact you, I'm sure.
Certainly.
Thanks so much for coming on. It was all the best.
Yes.